They are a bit wobbly. And these ones are straight, and these ones aren't quite. Is there ever a problem with chalk, getting hold of chalk? Chalk, so writing on the boards?
Yeah, we know the time.
And is that fairly easy to do that?
It's not easy, it's not easy. Sometimes when we don't know stuff.
Okay, we're just gonna, yeah.
These are little ones and they're learning about sounds and water and playing with the various toys and things. And basically the teacher is there just to observe and to note how they play together, what they're learning through pouring and making shapes and adding water to sand, and the difference between wet and dry sand. It's all about being sociable as well and learning just to share.
Okay. And this is class?
This is the nursery 1 class. So these children are about 3 and 4 years old and they've been in school since the end of September.
Okay.
So just over 6-7 weeks. So this is their second year in school, and we've made some chalkboards for them, so they've all got slates to write. And I think they're doing their numbers, they're learning to do number 4. And these are made out of cuts of plywood with painted with blackboard paint, and they've all got one. And nice big pieces of chalk, so they've got easy handwriting formation for them.
Just a bit close up with our teacher, whose name I've forgotten.
Sainabu.
Sainabu.
And Sainabu was the original teacher when we first came here. How long have you been teaching here, Sainabu? 16 years.
16 years, wow.
And only 6 of it with a building. And the materials. And very recently we've got a cupboard in the classroom, so now the teachers can keep their sources of materials, resources rather, in their own classroom. And that's made a lot of difference.
So we're in nursery 3 now.
Good afternoon time.
Good afternoon time, huh? Okay.
This one with fox and the red hen. Yeah, I'm not going to read it.
Story time, we just
Oh, I see.
come at story time. Karen's been nominated to read the story.
No, you repeat. No, have you read that one?
Not yet.
Okay. Repeat this one to them. Yeah, so then they can know that one.
Now let us read it again. Now it says, red hen lives in a little house in a tree. You all know what a house is, isn't it? Huh? You all know what a house is. what? Hen. Yes.
Mandinka. Yeah.
Sisi kilo.
Sisi kilo is the egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now in Wolof, how do you call hen? In Wolof.
How many languages are spoken in this class? You have Wolof, you have Mandinka, Kula, Jola. So 4 languages, plus they're all in English. Yes. So they're 5 languages in total. At the age
I
of...
do try to speak Fula, Mandinka, Wolof, but Jola very few.
No.
So I asked them to say it in
Yeah.
Wolof. Now, and it says, silly fox lived in the wood and he was hungry. And he was hungry. So, ako silly fox go ayabe bulo le kono. Bari konko le bala. Mune silly fox si ala bila deka wate mun dafa di telu. Ene nani? Silly fox ko kalande o wani. Kono no wera. Now, silly fox picked up this black bag. I'm going to type red hen and eat her. Now, who can explain that for me? Ako, I'm going to type red hen and eat her. Ako mo, I remember. Very good. Agape si talaya. Lala, wakan mo kung nawasi Olaf. You say it. Mune? The pilot ganat muli ako. Very good. So, agape kata si talaya.
She knows how to understand the English.
Now, silly fox hid in red hen's little house. Now, who can show me where silly fox is hiding? Very good, Mother Min. Awa? Good. Now let me show it to you. I know all of you know where silly fox is hiding. So, silly fox is hiding here. Yes. Silly fox is hiding here. In little red hen's lap. I'm really silly. You can't beat me. However you try, said silly fox. Silang akayeko. Hindi. Mudala. Yang penyamanya. Hindi mudala. Ngeta ngedong. Mune mom di dia mujak ko mune ko. Wi ojetan mo. O nyamat mo. Good. Red hen saw silly fox and jumped up out of his way. Now, ako red hen, ay silly fox lady dorong. Aborta. Now, one word. Who can show me anything red? Red. Red. Imales ka red ni Daniela. Red. Mukong kasi kelas. Tanong mo kung naon. Anak blue red. Show me one red in Bangka. Red.
So these children are the equivalent
Then
of
the boy down.
Year 2 in the UK. They'll be going into the primary school next September. And this is the deputy head who's teaching them, who's a very experienced teacher. And
Who are you?
This is drawing. Spelling of
Sama suruh.
the black.
Yasin tahu. Alif Pujabi. Alif apa Alif Pujabi? Kamu? Yusufa? Maria macam?
we're just going to cut these envelopes from the UK so that the children can store their papers and have some accounts of the development of their work from the time they use the university floor through to the primary. So there's a plan of development.
Yeah.
It's a record of their work.
Pak kemana? Pak nak apa?
Yeah, I'm the head teacher.
He's Brooks school shirt.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much, the high school students. They did a lot for us.
What does he say? Our soul.
Other than that, because we make sure that if you are not in school, we make a statement that you guys come together. It's supposed to be parents like that. Yes, yes. They don't come to school. We don't like if you come to school for a very long time, you make it difficult. They only have to manage that. Somebody.
Karen, is this your office? Yeah, this is the head man's office. Yeah. And storeroom.
Yes, it should do. We've got time.
But when the new school is up and running, you'll have a much better office. Have a much bigger office.
Yeah, there's no office, especially at the new building.
Yeah.
But we hope if you have fun and more support in order to continue to block grade 4, 5 and office.
And a staff room as well.
And a library, computer room,
Yeah.
and the adult class. We need all those Gambian flag. Yeah.
Ah, look, electricity.
Yes.
Now, the electricity came this year.
Yeah. Yes, but the last
But if you notice, the Gambian started plugging in on the left. Very health and safety conscious on the left there. Yes, yeah. Very good. You see on the wall here all the pictures of these different people that have been supporting them over the years. So we've got Sutton Balance. I don't know if you can read the writing up here. And there's some pictures here of Independence Day. Independence Day is in February.
18th February.
February every year, and very often we've been here in February when Independence Day is on, or we're leaving on that day. And children getting involved in that. 2005, 2006,
This one is Commonwealth Day.
and Commonwealth Day.
During this day, children put on their traditional dresses and they cook their traditional food and come to school. So we have different ethnic groups in the Gambia. So some are Mandinka, Jola, Wolof, Fula, Manjago. So this day, every child dressed like your ethnic group, cook the best food of your ethnic group and bring it to school. You don't put on uniform. So it's a very nice uniform.
And do they have different dress,
Yeah, they have
different dress,
different dress, like-
according to where they
Yeah,
come from?
this is just like a Fula. It's traditional dress of a Fula.
Yeah.
This also is a Fula. These are Mandinka. These are twins, Adam and Hawa. So they're just like the twins. Yeah, twins. Yeah,
That's Mandinka
yeah,
tribe.
Mandinka tradition. Yeah. This two is Jola tradition.
Jola?
Jola.
Jola.
Yes.
Smashing.
And as a staff, Judy roster, like everyone staff, you bringing the bell and doing.
The staff rota.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Just come out of the office and noticed the builders here on top of the roof, and all you health safety conscious people, get a note of this, guys. They're perched up there, got the hard hats on. I don't know if you can see that, but they've got electric drill up there as well, balanced up. And you've seen how that's plugged in, haven't you? With a couple of wires, so yeah. No problem with health and safety over here. This is the water tower, which water is pumped up from the well, and then that's fed through the pipes to the wash hand basins that you saw earlier around the toilets, and hopefully when we get the new toilet block up, that also will have wash hand basins with running water through the taps for the children to wash their hands with. And this is the well, as you can see, with the pump on it.
Have a pump?
Yeah, we can have a demonstration. So the water is pumped up from the well up onto the tower. One problem we have, I'll just show you with Karen here with a tap filling up. Yeah. And then one problem we'll have, I understand, is that nobody actually can work out the need to pump the water in the first place. So once the tower is empty, very often the water stops running because nobody's bothered to fill the water tank again. So anyway, hopefully at some point with extra money that's badly needed, we can have a electric pump put in, or a solar powered pump put in, so it's done automatically.
It's difficult.
Right? It's very hot. The temperature is over 30 degrees here, so you can imagine it's very hot pumping that. It's quite heavy. Lionel's agreed to stay on to do this while we have a cup of tea. He's going to wait out here and do the pumping. Is that right, Lionel? You're happy to stay here and pump while we go and have a drink? Yeah, good man.
I can't hear the water going in.
Well, whilst it's coming up here, it won't.
If I stop, does the water stop
Yes,
there?
it will eventually. So you're pumping it into that bucket?
Directly.
Yeah.
Yes. When that is turned off, you will pump it straight up into the tank.
So when I stop, where is the water? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
If you stop the line up, if you pause then,
Yes.
you will pump it over. Because you delete the action. If you turn that off, after a while it will.
You know there's the drink. You know that I gave you. Have you there? They have planted some watermelon, okra, and some seedling beds down there, cabbages and lettuce. There they have planted watermelon. The watermelon is now growing. I think I wish the Hebrews people to see the way their plants are growing, because they did a wonderful work here. This place was so hard and rough, but they managed to dig and make beds out of it. We are so pleased with they are here. Hayesbrook, I cannot say it.
Hayesbrook School, yeah.
The one is starting before they
Eh? Yeah, just saying that they just came up.
The bougainvillea all around the end is partly for aesthetic reasons, but mostly for security because it has horrible thorns on it.
Oh.
And with the wall over there, you'll see they're training it up on top of the wall. Eventually it will grow over and not disturb anyone that wants to climb in and help themselves.
Do you have a lot of trouble with security then, with people coming into the
At the
school?
moment, but the gates at the moment are left open because the builders need to come to and fro. So as soon as they know, when the students were here, for instance, they knew that there were a lot of white people here. It was tempting to come in and see what we were doing.
So it's more curiosity
It
perhaps
is,
than anything
it
else,
is.
yeah.
Although if we leave things lying around, like the rakes and the forks
Yeah.
and just things like our sandals, just
Yeah.
here. It's tempting if it's just around.
Yeah, yeah.
But generally speaking, those gates are kept locked, and there's a caretaker on duty during the day and a night watchman at night, just to ensure that the right people are in place at the right time.
Right.
But so far, we've not had a problem. But we do need to keep classrooms locked because as soon as people realise that there are materials in the school, it's tempting to come and help themselves.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider that many children don't have toys at all. So to know that there are things here in the school to play with is too tempting for words.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, what we're here now, this is the house or bungalow that Karen and Tony have had built. Again, it's all part of the complex here, part of the compound, so that they don't have to stay at a hotel and they can stay here and use it as their house. in their home, and it's used continuously throughout the year by people who come here, and they can use this to stay in. We're not staying here this year because Carol and Tony are here, but this is a big banana tree that was planted, believe it or not, about 2 years ago, and it's grown to that height. So, yeah.
See the bananas growing?
We're just saying it's only 2 years old, the banana tree.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was when we were at Easter, less than 2 years. When we came at Easter, it was that high.
Right.
So it was 6,
Well,
7
like that
months.
little one there.
Yeah, it was less than, smaller than that. Yeah, this one here, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's actual bananas growing over there.
Ah, right. Yeah. So I'll get a shot of these bananas. Lots of banana leaves as well. Sorry.
No, sorrel. Sorrel, what does sorrel go to do?
No alcohol.
No alcohol.
Anything that's non-alcoholic is fine. I don't drink.
Fanta or Coke.
Coke, please.
What do you do sorrel?
Just getting my drink ordered. Sorry.
Fanta or
Sunflowers growing in the garden.
The red one, you boil it and add sugar and it becomes a juice. Wonja, you ice it, don't you? You boil it. And what do you do with white flour?
This red one is the one we get a juice, a drink from. The flowers are boiled. We make a juice called wonja.
Right. And also we use the tender leaves to make a little kind of vegetable, a bit like spinach.
And then the leaves are used for a spinach type vegetable. See some sunflowers there as well.
Yes. Yes.
This is Malina. You know Malina?
This is our good friend Uncle, who's been driving us around the Gambia now for about 3 years, I should think. A long time now.
what would you like?
And
I've got a beer.
this is a good man, brother. Yeah.